don't know the power of a reaction.
There's been an awakening. Have you felt it?
What is happening, Magnusites? You know, a little while ago, a little birdie had told me that Zack was working in pre-production or whatever, or ideas or something like that, of a Star Wars movie. And from what I heard, it was going to be badass. Says here on Game Rant, Zack Snyder once had his own Star Wars movie in the works. It says here, back in 2013, director Zack Snyder had floated around the possibility to fans that he may have a Star Wars movie in the works. At the time, Snyder was incredibly inspired by Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. He began collaborating with Lucasfilm, and the intention behind the film was for it to be more in the realm of sci-fi rather than only tapping into the Star Wars galaxy. However, there was most definitely connective tissue. Snyder's Star Wars movie would have focused more on a group of Jedi. The film would have been completely separate from the Skywalker narrative and wouldn't have featured any of the other characters from the franchise. At this point in time, Star Wars hadn't yet been thrust back into the public consciousness by the Disney sequel trilogy. Aha. Therefore, Snyder saw more of an open door back then to implement his idea. It seems that Snyder was quite eager to not only contribute to the franchise, but held the firm belief that he could also make it better and stronger. So, where did this determination go? 8 years went by without hearing any news or updates about Star Wars and Snyder. Consequently, fans considered that was the nail in the coffin, and maybe even Snyder believed this to be true as well. One of the reasons he was never able to bring the film to fruition was because 2013 was a standout year for him when it came to his career. That year, Snyder was working diligently on the DC Extended Universe. Man of Steel also had been released that summer despite the nearly decade of time that had passed since the birth of his idea. Snyder has still held on to his pipe dream. Snyder appeared on MTV's podcast, Happy, Sad, Confused, where he revisited and confirmed that the film was very much a reality at one point, Snyder said. We talked about it, but it never happened. I've been working on it away from Star Wars universe. I've been working on it away from the Star Wars universe on my own as a sci-fi thing. It's still a sci-fi thing. It's the same story. Now I'm just going to let Star Wars be Star Wars. Now that the Star Wars narrative has been fully explored and fleshed out, Snyder is even more confident in him removing the Star Wars connection to the film. Yet this doesn't mean that his childhood dream of being part of one of the biggest movie franchises ever to exist has completely died. Snyder's still holding on to faith that it may happen in the future. He stated, the 11-year-old me still wants to make that, and now I know how to. So maybe we'll see that someday. And I'm telling you right now, when I have him on the show next, I'm asking him about it. We're going to talk about Justice League, Army of the Dead, a few other miscellaneous. The miscellaneous? Yeah, we're going to be talking about Star Wars. I'm asking a bunch of other questions too. Hell yeah. Hey, look, let me know. Would y'all like to see a Zack Snyder Star Wars? Hell yeah, I would like to see it. Can you imagine the lightsaber fights? Can you imagine the Jedi robes and Sith capes flapping? Can y'all imagine that? Come on now. You know it would be epic. You guys know it would be epic. So, I'm definitely going to ask him about that. So stay tuned for the interview. Post your comments down below. 10 million subscribers. Woo!